Hi everybody, how you doing? I know I look a little bit verklempt. I got up early today because Costco on Tuesdays allows seniors. I know it's hard for y'all to believe that I could possibly be over 35 years old, but I am now considered a senior, which, you know, I'm happy to use, especially for movies, etc. So I show up, it opens at 8. So I got there at 7:10 a.m. and the line was already 3 blocks long. And at first I thought, oh, no, I'm not going to wait. I'm actually not out of TP or paper towels in a horrible way, but I'm down to my last case. I'm one of those ones that, you know, collects. And I thought, well, I'd already gotten my clients, God love them, to exchange with me. I read them later today. I thought, you know, I'll just go ahead and stand in line. I was going to start reading one of my books on my iPhone. And I'll be doggone, I wasn't there 5 minutes, 3 blocks down, and it started moving. And I had to hustle. I had to run. I had to hustle to get down there. And I got in. I went straight back for the TP and the paper towels, and I got that, plenty of it. Needed lemons and some other things. Got that, butter, olive oil, and probably done in 6 minutes. It was like Disneyland, fast pass. I went in, right, the cashier was wide open. I was like, that never happens. Went through that. Fine, got in my car. I noticed the gas. They have gas like for $2 a gallon at Costco. And I thought, well, you know, there was no line. My God, it was just like, So I got in line, I got up there, got my gas. I was out of there by 8 a.m., which was the time that I was ready to stand in line from like 7:15 to 8 o'clock. But they must have opened within 5-10 minutes from me getting in line, because it took me a little while to walk all the way back there. And everybody had a mask on. Everybody was following the rules. So it was kind of cool. So I got in line. I want to tell you guys something. First off, we got some conversations to take care. We got some information I need to give you. But I got to tell you something real quick. I forgot to put my rings back on. I had a weird dream last night. I had a dream that I was in a parking lot up in Tahoe, and my sister has these girlfriends, these bunco girlfriends that I kind of hang out with too. When I went through cancer, these gals were so sweet. They left food every night at my door to feed my sons, and it was just, I've never forgotten. They're very kind girls. So anyway, they were in line. We were sitting in the parking lot, and someone said, hey, I think that's Cher. And Cher was sitting in a convertible white Mercedes-Benz. And I see her, and she's sort of looking like that, and she sort of sits back, and she looks like that, and I thought, well, that's weird. So when I get out of the car, I don't know why, because usually when I see famous people on the street, I'm not one of those followers that, hey, are you so-and-so? I just keep walking. I don't know. I've always felt like they want to just do their thing. They don't want people running up to them, you know, talking to them. So I said, hey, Cher, how's it going? And I go to start walking away, and she jumps out of the car. She says, Linda. They're like, whoa, she knows me. I said, yeah, what's up? What's up, girlfriend? You know how I talk. She says, listen, I'm doing a show tonight up here in Tahoe. I'd really like to know if you could be a special guest. It's like, I just said, sure, no problem. So as I'm walking away, I'm starting to get nervous because I'm thinking, what? And she told me somebody was going to call me or someone was going to make all the arrangements. And I'm thinking, why would I say that? Why would I decide to do so? Compared to Cher, who the hell am I? And then I'm thinking, what does she want? Does she want psychic stuff? Does she want me to do stand-up comedy? It's sort of weird. It was sort of like, but I woke up very anxious about it. So I was trying to figure out why I had that dream. Is Cher, being in a white car sometimes means spiritual advancement. Maybe she's really finding herself. And guess who I got? I got Sonny Bono. He came through. Looking fantastic. Big old smile on his face. And he had some regrets. We've heard some of the gossip stuff. I like I told you, since Lady Diana died, I don't indulge in that stuff at all. But because it's private. And like I told you, Marilyn Monroe even is like not interested in talking to psychics. I'm going to tell you right now, she's not interested. I go to tap into her one time and she was like telling me off. Like, you guys just need to leave me alone, okay? So Sonny, I guess, was beautiful. He was just see-through. He was really advancing over there. He had a lot of regrets about Cher. Kind of like Tom Petty did when he came to me post-death. He had some regrets about the way he treated some people. There was a lot of good things to him, but Sonny feels like he could be really an ass. Don't ask me what I'm saying. I'm telling you guys that. He was getting better as he got older. He really loved her. He really loved Cher. They were together in a life before, but he wanted me to send her his love. So Cher, if you're out there, I doubt very much if you watch my little show, but Sonny sends his love to you. And I know this is going to sound really weird, but he kind of looked like he did in the 60s, and he had some jeans or something on. And he's talking about his rear. Like, I don't know if his rear got real flat when he got older, but it was kind of pumped when he was younger, but he was shaking his rear. Like he's got his young ass back again. That's exactly what I got. So anyway, just FYI, just want to tell you about Cher and Sonny Bono. He really is happy, you guys. Sometimes I get people that really have a hard time. No, he's happy. He's happy. And it was very tragic that he died too soon. He wants people to know too, he really didn't feel anything. I guess he hit a tree or something. His exit was quick. He's telling me he would have died younger anyway. I don't know if they did an autopsy, but it feels like he had something going on. Okay, so let's hit Kim Jong Un. Okay, so a bunch of us on CNN last night, they were saying, even Kathy Tour, she removed her tweet, but she said he was brain dead. So we were like all excited because remember, I've been telling everybody that Kim Jong was not for this world very much longer. And one of the reasons I picked that up was energetically, I could feel it's just like Bill Barr. Now, sometimes it's not necessarily death, but it feels between Putin and Kim, I'm almost feeling like their own people take them down. So if he did have heart surgery and it didn't, and he was having a tough time because apparently there was some big thing they throw for the grandfather, for the anniversary of the grandfather's death or birthday or something. And he wasn't there, which was really, really big. And also, do you remember that woman that met with the president and Pence wouldn't talk to her? She's related. She might be Kim's sister. Anyway, do you know that they brought her back? Apparently they brought her back because at first it was like, you upset the president, so you can't be there. Then they brought her back because I guess she has a way. But apparently, if Kim goes, she might be the one to come in and keep the country going because his children are too young. My guides told me when Kim goes, there's whoever comes in, it will never be the regime like it was before. It's almost the end of that factor. It's going to kind of shock because so many people are living like puppets over there. They're afraid to say anything. There was they have 9 people with that virus and they shot them. The other thing I want to know is if something happened with that heart. Apparently it was his heart. He's only, 36 years old, but he He's probably stressed. You'd think Donald Trump would have something happen, as stressed as he is. So let's take a look at Kim. Guys, if you could tell us the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. He's not dead. They were saying, even his father, that South Korea didn't even get the information that he died for some time. So they could be saying whatever they want to say to South Korea. South Korea is acting like, no, he had a surgery, but he's fine. So let's double check. Let's see what the cards say, what my guides say. But it's interesting because I told you guys, within a couple of years, just like with Putin, all of a sudden all these people start getting pushed out. Kim Jong Un. What's going on with you? What's the truth of what your current place is? Because I worry that if something happened to him and he did go brain dead and he came back, or he wouldn't be brain dead and come back, but something was to happen that he would kill everybody that was involved with it. Something's happened to him, but he's not dead. Definitely a heart attack, some sort of explosion. I don't see the coffin. I don't see death cards. But it's beginning of the end. So he's kind of going down. You know what I'm saying? It's like he might get better, but something else might occur. Desperately. I guess that country's going through money issues because he has money, but the country itself is falling. His star is reversed, so his karma is here to get him, but he didn't stand up to the plate. His strength is leaving. He's going, you guys. He doesn't love. He doesn't know how to love. He expects everybody to jump when he says jump. You can't live like that. You can't live with that kind of negative happening to you. I will tell you this. He's not dead, okay? I will tell you something did happen. I see an explosion. Now, by not dead, is he on a ventilator? Is he in the hospital? Can you tell me, guys? Is he in the hospital? Okay, I got the voice said yes. They said he was out somewhere, but they're lying. They don't want people to know. Is he in the hospital now? He's recovering. I don't feel he's in a coma. He has some damage. The thing is, they can kill anybody in that country and get him a new heart. Because I feel his heart was really damaged. So he's not somebody that has to wait for someone. Keep showing the tower, you guys. Justice is coming for him. Justice is coming for him. And I think there's two men working under the table. I see somebody taking him out. I don't think this is going to kill him, but I do see, could be November. That's kind of energies coming up. Like something else happens. Because he walks around paranoid, and I feel like there's a couple of people that are kind of working behind the scenes. Because, you know, they could always have injected him with something to give him a heart attack. But I feel really, he feels like he's definitely got sick because he doesn't take good care of himself. And he's like really stressed all the time, and he's always angry. And that kind of stuff just, boom, you know, it can take you down. Okay, so Kim Jong Un, I'm not getting that he's dead. Okay, so let's ask this. Are we, the United States of America, going to get news that this guy has kicked the bucket soon? Are we going to get news that he kicked the bucket? That he kicked the bucket. They're saying yes. We'll hear. Yep, here's the news. The whole world will find out that he left this earth plane. But time-wise, I can't tell you if it might be next year. So his lifespan isn't long, but it's not going right now. And there's 2 men working around him, 2 men that are going to either do something to get rid of him or something. I don't think he dies of natural causes. I think something's up. Because I don't see the people uprising and doing something to get him out. They're all lived under this regime for so long, they can't think for themselves. They're sort of like puppets, you know. It's that same energy that Trumpsters, you know. They just love their master. So our guy about town from New York, Cuomo, met with Trump today. I want to know the truth about what does he really think about this meeting. What was the meeting that was happening with Donald Trump? How do you really feel? He's a putz. I just heard that. He's a putz. You know, Trump, why would he make this guy come all the way to Washington to chit-chat? But I think Cuomo was definitely, he wanted him to beg. He wants him to kiss the ring. Saying sir, we need, he was very respectful, but sir, we need to be able to test. That's what I see. And Trump is blowing smoke up his ass. Trump's acting like he likes him. You know, I think you this and that. He can really charm people. But the minute you don't kiss the ring, you're crap. But God forbid anybody talks bad about him. Really, what do you think about this meeting that you had with Trump? Trump was really mad at him. Trump's mad at him for having so many. I think Trump was sort of telling him, can you knock it off with these press conferences? And it's like, Cuomo's like, yeah, no, I like to keep my people informed. And I see Trump when he leaves saying, that guy's an ass. But what it is he's tired of him getting all the attention. You know what I'm saying? What was going on? They were talking about money too. Needing money. It's about money, and I think Trump's going to let go some money because he was nice to him. So basically, Cuomo did this for the people of New York, and he's, he left satisfied. He left satisfied. He even told Trump, I wouldn't have to do these press conferences if we could get this whole situation sorted. So, I know there's nobody, and maybe these are his daughters. There's 2 women around him that are very loving, that really love their dad. It's not a romantic relationship. It's definitely like more of a, we love you, Dad. So it's very, very cool. Very nice. Okay, so now, and then, so a lot of people, I've read on Bill Gates. I know people who know Bill Gates. Bill Gates has been around for some time. I don't know why people want to pursue me and get me. I have to tell you what I hear, okay? I can't. It's like I remember one time this lady wrote me and totally tried to convince me and Hillary and Pizzagate. But not my own personal opinion. My guys were saying, Linda, this isn't true. So I'm not seeing any kind of conspiracy with Bill. I don't care how many things. So you can believe what you want to believe. But unfortunately, or fortunately, my guides have never said, oh yeah, this guy's trouble. Because they'll say that. So no on Bill Gates, okay? I'm going to bring that up again. And the other thing is, somebody wrote me, and nice person, was very kind. You know, I watched your videos and you're pretty cool. And, but I have a psychic who's dead on to the day about so many things. And there are a lot of good psychics out there. But, you know, she sees Trump winning again. And I get that a lot. You know, somebody says, oh my God, so-and-so said Trump winning again. Let me tell you this. I'm going to say this, you guys. Save it, please. You don't have to. There's going to be people who are going to say something different. We got a 50-50 chance. But like I told them, I said, you know, even good swimmers drown. Maybe I'll drown in this. Who knows? But I can only tell you what I see and what I've dreamt, because my dreams are very prophetic. And this man is going down. I can't tell you anything but that. You remember the time I was doing Beto and I was reading and I thought he was going to win, and then all of a sudden my guides, as clear as day, said, no. And I told you guys, remember I was in mid-sentence and I said, uh-oh. My guides told me to tell you that he's not going to win. I was so disappointed. So, you know, if I got that hit, I'd have to tell you, but I'm not getting that hit. So, listen. They've told me, my guides have told me, when people start questioning on this, which is fine, because everybody's, you know, like, could he possibly win? Not at this rate. Look at what happened in 2018. Look what happened in Wisconsin. Remember he wanted that judge? Oh, you got to vote for this judge, Wisconsin, or, you know, they'll take away your Second Amendment, you know, whatever. And I saw that they were going to win, that Wisconsin was going to get their person in there. But the thing is, those people came out in terrible circumstances by the masses and voted against Trump. So I don't know how else to go there. Please don't be frightened. Please give it back to the universe and tell the universe, okay, and try not to be angry, because we all get angry. He's a SOB and he has blood on his hands, okay? 40,000 people. How could this man possibly be president again with over 40,000 people dead? And the elderly are dying. So that is really going against him, because a lot of the elderly voted for him. This is what I see. Just remember, and I've told you guys this before, just a massive blue wave. A massive blue wave. It's almost like, my friend wrote me the name of the states, and I'm going to do, I need to look at it again, and I'm going to go through each state that was red. Let's see if it turns blue. I do see some states going to them, but nothing like what happened before. What happened before is that Hillary got so much negative information by Russia that for a lot of people didn't vote, or if they did vote, they voted for him because they thought, what the heck, they raised. Now, there's a lot of the hate speech he does that people love him because he's hateful. Common denominator with a lot of the Trumpsters is hate. It's just who it is. It's what it is. But all of this was supposed to happen. All of this will change the way we do political. We are in the midst of a total, and I've said this thanks to Molly with her list of things that I predicted. We are going through such a shift. There's a lot of psychics out there that have picked this up. It's not just this virus that's shifting the collective consciousness, but there's also earth changes coming too. I've said that to you till I'm blue in the face, okay? Now, let's look at my guy about town, Mueller. I'm not feeling his health is that great. I think he's a little wiped out. Like, he doesn't want to have anything to do with politics right now. He's done. Poor guy. He got treated so bad by Barr. So apparently, the Senate Republicans, some sort of review on the Mueller report, unredacted Mueller report, and they have said that, in fact, Russia was involved with helping Trump win. And you know, that's apparently, somebody said he's He's been tweeting about Russia for a while now because he knew this was coming up. So let's see. And my guy, one of my favorite guys on Twitter is Uncle Blazer. And he does these links that are fantastic. And he said this was big news. This Bill Barr, Mueller, and them saying, no, Russia interfered. And Trump can't spin it. Now, the other people, the Trumpsters, don't care. They don't care if he was cheating, if he stole, if he lies. They don't care, okay? So you got that situation there. But the government almost has to get into this. And Mueller, I've been telling you since the beginning when I started readings, I always knew Mueller was a big deal. So many people wrote me, I'm so disappointed. Remember when he testified? I said, listen, I see him testifying. And you guys were all like, oh, well, he seemed so weak and feel. Let me tell you, that report got redacted. And that report was fantastic. They try to treat Mueller like he's a Democrat. Mueller will help bring down Trump. I'm telling you. Nancy Pelosi is part of this too. But I just feel like that judge is going to release this stuff. And this stuff is going to go out. And we're going to be reading it and tweeting it and putting it out there. And then more stuff will come with the taxes. So it's going to get ugly. But Mueller's report, is there anything else you want to tell me? Because when Barr came out with that little story, I was so shocked that he would do that. And he totally went up there and lied. And now Schiff and Grassley, was it Grassley or no? It's the other one, not Grassley. Grassley's Republican, right? It's the other one, the other guy that lost a bunch of weight because he had that stomach surgery. Anyway, I can see him as clear as day. They want Barr investigated. And we'll look at Barr next. Let me just tell you about Mueller. We'll look at Barr. Let me write that down. Girl. Tell me about... This report was big, and I've always known it was big, and we kept buttering, this guy did everything in his power that he could do with the constant threat of being kicked out. That Rosenstein is a two-faced backstabber. I'm telling you right now. He kissed Mueller's ass, and he did whatever he did. I don't like Rosenstein, sorry. Whoa. I think Mueller is not feeling well. Disruption, justice, wishes come true. There's investigations going on. There's communications. There's evil. But there's an ending. There's endings. So almost, there's certain ways. This could even be an illness that someone dies, which could be Mueller. But I'm also feeling like it's also saying that the blind will be released because the death is there. So those who were standing there desperately trying to see this, I don't want to hear it, are going to be awakened because justice is standing right next to it. Okay? The outcome, though, for this is fantastic. We've got the Ace of Cups, which is like this is like the dove coming through and handing peace. We're happy with the information received, and money's involved too. So this can even mean that this Mueller report, which I've often felt was part of the the ending of Trump, the final blow. And there's a woman here, like a woman judge. So something's coming forward. There's so much coming up, you guys. I can't wait. I can't wait. And it'll be interesting to see how all this, some of these hits I used to get, and I'm like trying to figure it out. I love it. Okay, so I just want you to know this Mueller report, like I've told you, a lot of people lost faith. Oh, he seems so weak. It's a nothing burger. It was a nothing burger because it was wiped out. And even Mueller trying to come back and say to Barr, excuse me, that's not what is. But they just were determined that this was a witch hunt. And so they did everything they could because he is king and he can shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue. He can do whatever he wants. Okay? Now, let's look at Barr. What do you want to tell me about Barr? He's coming up for some stuff. Tell me about Barr. Oh, the White House is going to do a court. I don't even watch it. I can't stand to hear him. I can't stand to look at him. And if you like Trump, don't come on this channel. You're wasting your time. It's unfortunate that he's the way he is, but apparently he was supposed to do what he was supposed to do. He's so unconscious. It's like but he is physically getting bad. He's like energetically, I feel he knows the fall is coming. He's so desperate that he set Barr up to kind of go to court about these closings. Barr's going to go in there. And I see judges sticking their nose up at him. Like, you're a fool. We go with the science. We're not going to go with what you're saying. He really thinks he's a big shot. It's like when he's talking, he's mumbling under his breath, and he thinks he's a bigwig. So tell me about Barr. The worst AG in the history of the United States, along with the worst president in the history of the United States. It's hard for me to even say that word. Tell me about Barr. Okay, Barr. His time is shortening. He's about ready to go. He might even go by September. Justice is standing before him. He's a fool. He's like trying to make you look over here when they're doing something. He's doing so many underhanded things, you guys, you don't even know the half of it. And he's making money. He's a sneak. He's going in the night and grabbing his shit and going. I'm not seeing anything, although it's probably he's seeing a doctor right now. He's got some stuff with the doctor. But justice will be served. There's all kinds of people around it, but justice will be served. Yeah, he needs some sort of physical care. He's losing his strength. His battles are getting harder and harder. He almost knows this show's ending. Nothing he can do, he's saying. Trying to cause as much damage as they can before he leaves. But they're going to change everything. I think with this thing with Russia, and remember, I think I predicted this a couple of years ago, and some people are saying it. They may, in fact, it might be after Trump's out of there, get the information and say, you know what, dude, this guy was never even legally a president. And then because they do that, they're able to remove everything. Maybe he'll have a little Mar-a-Lago. Well, he can't have a library because he didn't read any books, but yeah, there's stuff going on here. I see people just tearing up papers, and I see a lot of commotion. They really were hoping that he was going to get in. You saw that Junior's girlfriend that used to be married to our governor out here in California is getting $180,000 paid for by his whatever, his political thing, which he has the right to. He's just paying them a lot of money. But yeah, they're not gonna. Watch what happens with that relationship when he goes down the hill. Watch that girl leave Junior. Watch. Because I see Junior having to go before courts. So Junior's involved with a lot of stuff. Okay, you guys, I'm going to leave it there. I want to say happy birthday to my client this afternoon, Gail. Gail, happy birthday. Another client I had, Sandra, when I asked her, I went to Safeway. I couldn't find any TP, or I'm going to go to Costco Tuesday. I need to change your time. And she said, do you realize how crazy you sound? I thought that was great. And listen, heads up. There's a psychic at Angelheart that I actually had a reading. I keep meaning to have a reading with her name. Her name is Hernandez. She's not looking for people. She's retired. She's comfortable. But I thought she was pretty good. So I told my sister and a whole bunch of my backup gang. And I got their input. And they said, you know what? I thought she was good. $100 for an hour. So that'd be, what, $50 for a half hour. So I just want to tell you guys about her because I liked her. I don't like forwarding someone unless I have a reading with them. But, yeah, I thought she was pretty good. So, you know, you can try her out. If you don't have the extra money, don't go there. But I thought she was good. She even told me my life's purpose would kind of hit a bell. Not kind of, it hit the bell and went dong. Because she said, you're a whack job, right? And I said, yeah, exactly. She knew exactly who I was. Okay, so Chris Hernandez, I'll put the phone number for Angelheart for you. And you can call. They have some dates for Angelheart for you from me. And you guys rock. I love you very much. And excuse my hair. But I'm happy. I'm very happy. And I hope you're happy too. Okay, God bless. Bye.